We can have like the greatest converting content. I can give you 30 hooks to use, but if you don't fucking believe in your offer, if you don't believe in yourself, if you wouldn't even hire you, then what the fuck are we doing here? That is the thing that needs to be looked at. You're listening to the From Imposter to Empowered podcast. I'm your host, Jill Perrick, a business and mindset coach who specializes in imposter syndrome. If you feel like you're not as smart, capable, or worthy as you actually are, and that someone is going to find you out, then you come to the right place. I went from being a struggling government worker, working my coaching business on the side, but feeling unworthy and burnt out, to making multiple six figures helping women overcome imposter syndrome so they too can sign clients, make bank, and have the business or career of their dreams. I am nothing special. I have a stuttering disability, ADHD, and I struggle with anxiety and depression. So if I can learn how to feel good enough and overcome my inner imposter, then so can you. Let's dig in. A question that I genuinely want you to ask yourself when you are creating offers, when you are showing up and selling, before you even put your fingers to the fucking keyboard, when you are thinking about an offer, would you hire you? And this is a very sneaky way that you are leaking imposter syndrome, self-doubt, not feeling good enough, people-pleasing, all of the things that are actually fucking up your sales process, that are actually fucking up your ability to make thousands and thousands of dollars. Even if you are making money and signing clients, this is a leak that needs to be plugged. And that is, if you genuinely wouldn't hire you, what the fuck are you even doing? When I think about my offers, each and every single one of them, if I feel a leak of energy, if I feel like, okay, this is something that I feel kind of bored selling, and this is not like your typical consistency kind of boredom. There are absolutely going to be seasons where you're selling your offer and you're doubling down, you're talking about it often, you're really going deep on selling it and speaking to the right people. And sometimes that does feel boring. Sometimes it does feel boring to repeat the same kind of content over and over again. But I'm talking about like, you would rather gnaw your arm off than sell this offer. There is no way you would ever join it. And that is when you need to check in with yourself and really ask yourself, is this something that I would be excited to join? Is this something that I am so fucking proud of that when somebody inquires about it, I'm not thinking about what other offer I could get them in. I'm not thinking like, oh, I should have charged more for this. I'm not thinking, oh, like this isn't going to be good enough or she's going to be disappointed when she joins this. Are you genuinely so fucking excited to sell this offer? And would you join it? When I create an offer, there is like an energy that I look for. And it usually comes through in like the colors that I use and the branding, but there is like this excited, giddy feeling about creating an offer. And of course it's because it's new and that's exciting, blah, 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 blah. But I've sold a lot of the same offers for years now, and I can still get that very excited feeling because there is a vibe behind the things that I'm selling. And the number one question that I always ask myself is this something that I would be so fucking pumped to join? I often think to myself, I wish I could hire me, because I know the kind of conversations I'm having behind the scenes. I know the kind of support that I offer. I know the nuances and the intricacies of being a client of mine and how it up levels all of my clients' lives. And I think about the way that I use coaching and the questions that I ask and how I dive deep and how I'm so fucking committed to my growth and to making money and to doing all of the things I need to do that it's never a question of, is Jill going to do the things that she's going to do? I am a dream fucking client, and I wish every day that I could join my offers or that I could hire somebody who is exactly like me. And what I was saying about like there is a vibe, there is an energy to the offers that I put out. Can you hear the birds in the background? It's so nice. It's like 9 p.m. I'm out on my deck. It's a hot summer night and I am just living for these nights. I fucking love the summer so much, you guys. I really need to move somewhere wear it as summer all year round. But when I create an offer, so for example, when I created the Ruthless and Rich mini mind, that is happening. Pretty sure it's happening as soon as you are listening to this. And if you want to join us, it's 3 weeks, and it is to blow up your visibility. I'm going to be savage as fuck when it comes to your content. I'm going to be in there with you, dropping trainings, dropping subliminals, completely rewiring your brain so you can go so fucking hard for 3 weeks and sell the fuck out of your offers. And there was just such like a savage vibe to it. Like, I was just so excited about it. I was excited to be direct with my clients. I was excited to like go deep on their content, to hit the ground running when it came to their sales process, because that's how I am. I am direct, I am honest, I am fucking relentless, I am ruthless when it comes to selling. Like, I really am. There's no embarrassment, there's no I shouldn't be doing this, like there's no like, oh, like, will people think that I sell too much? Like, I have none of that at all, and that's why I make the money that I do, right? So there was a vibe attached to Ruthless and Rich. There was a ruthless vibe, a savage vibe, an exciting vibe. And like, even if that's not your vibe, if you're more like cutesy or girly or swirly or whatever, or whatever the fuck it is, but does this feel exciting? Does it feel like when somebody steps into your world, it's going to be fucking epic for them? Does it feel like something that you're selling it and it feels light instead of feeling heavy and like, who would buy this? And you know how it feels when selling just brings up all of your limiting beliefs. And a lot of the time, it's the way you think about yourself. A lot of the time, it's the way that you are perceiving yourself, right? And then we need to look at your offer and how can we change things like what you're charging? How can we change the delivery? How can we change the features? Are you adding tons of shit because you think that you should, right? Are you charging a certain amount that like you actually aren't fucking excited to receive, but you just think nobody else will pay what you actually want to charge? It comes down to your frequency and the energy behind everything that you do. You guys know this. You hear me say it over and over and over again. And it's not because I am trying to be annoying. It's because I am telling the fucking truth. It's because that is why people pay me thousands of dollars, and why sometimes when my clients come to me, they're like, I don't get it. And it's like, okay, well, yeah, like we can perfect the words that you say. We can have like the greatest converting content. I can give you 30 hooks to use, but if you don't fucking believe in your offer, if you don't believe in yourself, if you wouldn't even hire you, then what the fuck are we doing here? That is the thing that needs to be looked at. It feels safe to rely on the strategy. It feels safe to be like, I need to clean up my messaging. That feels safe because it feels like something you can control. But when you are so used to having low self-worth, when you are so used to feeling like an imposter, feeling like a fraud, not feeling good enough, really comparing yourself to every other coach out there that has the same certifications as you, or the same credentials as you, right? When you're so used to doing this shit, it seeps into your content and it seeps into the way that you show up and sell your offer, as if there's tons of offers out there like it. And here's the thing, guys. I'm not special. This is why I called my best-selling book You're Not Special, because there are so many people out there that have a fucking coaching offer that's probably exactly like Ruthless and Rich, or exactly like The Real Deal, right? Or like there are so many coaches out there who have the exact same delivery format that I do for one-to-one coaching, okay? But they are not me. They are not me. They do not deliver it the way that I do, and how I deliver it, who I am, the stories that I tell, the credentials that I have, the experiences I have, how I talk to my clients. This is why people want to work with me, and it's why people want to work with you. This is the difference between like 1 or 2 people joining your offer and 10 to 20 joining your offer, or 20 people joining your free challenge and 100 people joining your free challenge. It is the energy and the frequency at which you are bringing to whatever it is that you're talking about, whatever it is that you're selling. There are tons of fucking coaches in the online space who are doing exactly what you're doing. And again, you can get the messaging perfect. You can get everything strategy-wise absolutely perfect. But if you are not believable in selling that offer, if you think to yourself, I wouldn't join this, or this doesn't sound like exciting or activating or something that I would be excited to join, then that is the problem, right? And again, strategy feels very comfortable. It feels very safe to dive into because it's external to you. It's something that you can control, right? Whereas like your energy, how you feel about yourself, how you feel about the work that you do, how you feel about who you can work with, right? I remember a couple of years ago, like having this realization that I was really afraid to sign clients that were actually more my ideal client. I was very comfortable in signing people who weren't putting the work in and who were almost like victim-y, because it gave me a reason to then be like, well, I did everything that I could, and because I didn't feel good enough, it was actually confronting and scary for me to get a client who actually had tons of potential and was going to fucking put in the work, because I was like, damn, like I really have to show up and show out for them. And that is such like a small thing that really held me back for a long time. So I want you to ask yourself, are there any offers that I sell, free, paid, mid-ticket, low-ticket, high-ticket, whatever it is, are there any offers that I have in my current offer suite that when I look at, I don't even want to think about selling? That just, I do not associate a fun, exciting, savage, girly, like whatever type of vibe you go for, you just don't feel it. You look at it, it feels heavy, it feels dark, it feels like not something that you care to sell. Can we get rid of it altogether? Can we clear that space? Or can we tweak things? Can we fix things up? Can we add new trainings? Can we clean up the deliverables? Can we charge more? Can we charge less? Can we do something that is going to help you feel so excited and light and energetic around that offer? And it will change everything for how you sell it and how you show up for it. And then of course we want to look at plugging the leaks where your self-belief is seeping out of, where the question of would I hire me? And if the question is not 1000% yes, that is the shit that we need to investigate, because you already know what I'm gonna say. You are worthy, you are deserving. You can have the big fucking business, you can have the daily sales, you can have the clients that feel like fucking dream clients that you're so excited to get up in the morning and open Telegram after your routine, of course, after your EFT tapping and all of the things. You open Telegram, you're excited to get to work. Okay, like that is possible. That is something that I feel every single day. Not all day, every day, but every single day. And that is so fucking possible for you when you actually believe that it is. And when you want to feel this way, when you want to sell powerfully, when you want to believe in the power of your work and really believe that you can impact hundreds and thousands of people, when you want to make multiple 5 figures a month, come and be in my world. You can join the Real Deal group program, come work with me in one-to-one coaching, and I believe we have just kicked off Ruthless and Rich, the mini mind. So if it's not too late, you can jump into that. It's a 3-week experience and I would be so happy to have you. And I love y'all so much. I'll see you next week.